Colorado High School Activities Association Baseball is on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. This afternoon from Sunset Baseball Field, it's another Patriot League clash as the visiting Weld Central Rebels take on the Brush Bee Diggers. I'm Sean Beltran. The Bee Diggers are looking for their third victory in as many days, 4-4 overall, after a 4-3 victory on Monday against Bennett, and then their first league win of the season yesterday, 10-6 against Liberty Common. Weld Central 0-3 in league play, 4-6 on the season. And very quickly, we're going to start straight up at 3:59. First pitch brought to you by Buildings by Design. They'll make your vision a reality. Visit buildingsbydesign.com. Outstanding operation. The fastball is upstairs from the right-hander, Wiley Eicher. Sawyer Albert at first, Landon Mesh at second, Edgar Ortiz at third, Percy Odell's the shortstop, Ben Metlin in left, Hunter Proctor in center, and the right fielder is Caleb Jimenez. Tanner Ludgate behind the plate. That's on the outside corner, took something off it for a strike at the knees to the right-handed hitting Easton Hoffman. We'll set the Weld Central Rebel lineup, wearing their light blues, swung on and popped foul and out of play. 1 ball and 2 strikes, batting second for Weld Central is this left fielder, Luke Witzel. Lucas Johan, the shortstop, it's third. The cleanup hitter's the third baseman, Marcelo Rossi. Pierce Stone, the DH, it's fifth. Catcher Caden Collins at sixth. Jackson Dingus, the first baseman, at seventh. Breaking ball swung on it, missed. It was up and Hoffman strikes out. Logan Hopkins, the right fielder, hits eighth, and Matthew Nelson in center will be batting ninth. Here's another right-handed hitter in Luke Witzel. Looking at Weld Central as a team, they are hitting .269. Witzel, a freshman, batting .346. The offering swung on and popped up on the left side. The shortstop, Odell, along the line in fair territory, makes the grab. And there's 2 down. And that will send up the number 3 hitter, Lucas Johan. Sophomore hitting .429. Another right-handed hitter. This is a young team. And you do have, 3 seniors or 2 that are starting? That's it? 3 in this game. Bee Diggers with a little bit more experience. Here's the wind and offering. Swung on line, a soft liner on one hop to Odell at short, barehanded, throws to first, and it's dug out by Albert. He got him. That's an excellent play by Sawyer Albert. Oh, man, that was not an easy hop, and Albert came up with it. Outstanding defensive play by the senior first baseman. To the bottom of the first, Weld Central is retired in order. The Bee Diggers are coming to bat on the Eastern Plains Sports Network. The Bee Diggers starting lineup is brought to you by B&B Appliance. With over 30 years of experience, they can help match the appliances to your needs on Ensign Street in Fort Morgan. For the Bee Diggers batting first is Landon Mesh, the second baseman. Left fielder Ben Metlin hits second. The shortstop, Percy Odell, bats third. The cleanup hitter is Sawyer Albert. He's the first baseman. Batting fifth is the right fielder, Caleb Jimenez. Tanner Ludgate, the catcher, at sixth. The DH at seventh, that's Keaton Gillick. Edgar Ortiz at third hits eighth. And Hunter Proctor, the center fielder, bats ninth. Defensively at first base for Weld Central's Jackson Dingus. Let's see who's over at second. I might have mismarked one of those. Lucas Johan at short. Marcelo Rossi at third. Luke Witzel's in left. Matthew Nelson in center. Logan Hopkins in right. Caden Collins behind the plate. Easton Hoffman. Well, let's see if he's on the mound. In fact, I've got to... They didn't give me the pitcher. I'm going to have to match it with the number. Yep, it's going to be Easton Hoffman. And here is Landon Mesh. He had 3 RBIs yesterday, an RBI machine, along with Ben Metlin. The pitch swung on and lifted towards center field and to his right, and leaping and making the grab for the first out is Matthew Nelson, 1 down. And that's what Landon Mesh loves to do, swing at the first pitch. Unfortunately, he got underneath the baseball. Here's Ben Metlin, the go-ahead RBI single yesterday. We've got that up on YouTube on our 1010 KSIR Sports Facebook page. And the offering swung on and fouled back. Metlin moving up in the lineup, hitting the ball well. No balls and 1 strike. The Bee Diggers as a team hitting .290. That's a strike on the extreme outside corner. Medlin hitting just .217, but again, picking up his offense as of late. 0-2. The pitch. Swung on, grounded weakly to short. Johan charges, gloves, throws in a run, and that is in time. Yep, he got him by a fraction of a step. Outstanding sidearm throw and play by Johan. 2 down. And Percy Odell at .261. Senior shortstop, I should say, will now hit. Don't have all the classifications for Brush. That's a strike. No balls and 1 strike. I mean, the Bee Diggers do have a few seniors in the starting lineup. The offering, swing, and a miss on a changeup thrown by the right-hander Easton Hoffman. We will go virtual, or not virtual, but a Facebook Live in the 4th inning. And the pitch. Fastball is upstairs, and the count levels, or checked at. Goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 down, the base is empty. Weld Central was retired in order in the top of the first. And so are the Bee Diggers in the bottom of the first on that pitch in the dirt. Low throw and scooped out by the first baseman Jackson Dingus to complete the strikeout as Percy Odell goes down. We head to the top of the 2nd inning. That was very quick. No score. Brush and Weld Central on the Eastern Plains Sports Network. It'll be Marcelo Rossi to lead off the 2nd inning for Weld Central. Neither team has had a base runner. Wiley Eicher delivers, and it's down and away. Eicher has struggled in 2 appearances this year, an 11.12 ERA, but he's got good stuff. He just had that 1 real bad outing against Valley. Outside, 2 balls and no strikes to Marcelo Rossi. The sun is out. It's 56 degrees. The rain has disappeared. Fouled on the changeup up in the zone. 2 balls and 1 strike. Okay, now we know the second baseman is. He's not hitting for Weld Central. That would be Ross Phelps. So that makes sense. The pitch. Swung on and grounded foul, third base side. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Rossi. See what type of bat he's swinging this year. We'll wait for this pitch. Hitting .321, and that bounces in. That must have been a changeup because you can't throw a fastball that short. But it looked like Wiley tried to aim that just a tad. 3-2 to Rossi. Rossi, Thone, and Collins in the second. The offering. Swing and a miss. Man, that's a filthy changeup. And Rossi way out in front. 1 down, strikeout number 2 for Wiley Eicher. I'm not sure if Thone is the way you pronounce it, Thone. But he will bat as the DH right side for Weld Central. Wind has died down a little bit. The offering. Lifted down the right field line. That's going to be trouble if it's fair, and that drifts foul. Yeah, into that area where the grass drops. It's one of the negatives of this field. It's not even down the right field line, at least when you run on that grass. It's that slope. Again, this is one of the shorter fields you'll see in all of high school baseball. 390 straight away, which is respectable, but 300 down the lines is way too short. And the pitch. That's a strike with a fastball at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. Always log on to our 1010 KSIR Sports page for audio of the games this season. They'll end up on YouTube as well. Not just this year, for the past, 15, 16 years. Got them all up there. The pitch. fisted foul, not a play off to the right. Remains at 0-2. Still waiting for the game's first base runner. With one out in the second. Pierce Thone awaits the pitch from Eicher. Curveball called strike 3 on the inner half. Oh, that was filthy. Wiley's got it working today. 2 down, strikeout number 3. Keaton Gillick had a very good start yesterday, but then faltered in the 5th inning, and Sawyer Albert picked up the victory in relief. He finished the remainder of the game. That'll send up Caden Collins hitting 0. He's a freshman. 0 for 4. The pitch. That's a strike on the outside corner with a fastball at the knees. It's 0-1. What a job that Wiley's doing, masterfully mixing up those pitches. Slightly open stands for Collins. The pitch. Swing and a miss on a pitch up in the zone. And it seems that changeup is going to be his out pitch. Out pitch means you throw it with a couple of strikes. Sometimes you can throw it early in the count to get a quick out. 0-2 to Caden Collins. The offering outside. One with a fastball. That's a good miss there. Ball 1. Strike 2. To Caden Collins. The pitch. Swung on and grounded foul off the right side. Off to the right. A late swing for Caden Collins. Remains at 1-2. Ludgate getting the sign from the dugout. Relays it to Eicher. Way ahead in the count and the offering. That is a called strike 3. Fastball outside corner. And Eicher strikes out the side here in the 2nd inning. In order. Let's head to the bottom of the 2nd. Brush nothing. Weld Central nothing. On 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Let's move to the bottom of the 2nd inning. 9 batters in this game, and not one of them has reached base. Weld Central at 0 for 6. The Beat Diggers at 0 for 3. And this is Sawyer Albert, followed by Caleb Jimenez and Tanner Ludgate against right-hander Easton Hoffman. Albert yesterday had a rather odd game because he got on base a few times, but finished 0 for 5. That's what happens when you put the ball on the ground. You have a chance to reach via the error, which he did on multiple occasions. Foul to the backstop. Albert comes in hitting .304 despite the 0 for 5. That's how solid of a bat he's been swinging this season. Here's the wine and the offering. Curveball is grounded foul. He misread that badly. Sawyer committed really early. No balls and 2 strikes. Neither of these pitchers will blow you away, although Wiley's got a very good arm. He's got a better arm than Hoffman. The offering. Swung on in line towards center field. That'll drop in for a base hit. And that came on an 0-2 pitch on a changeup. That begins the rally in the bottom of the 2nd for Caleb Jimenez. Jimenez hitting .294 with 2 home runs. Both came in the same game against the Fort Morgan Mustangs. Sometimes that is not a good thing. You get that early power, and that's why still hitting the ball well, but not generating the power he had early. The stretch, the offering. That's taken for a strike on the outside corner. No balls and 1 strike. That was game number 1, too. 2.5-step lead. Hoffman to the plate. Outside with the off-speed. The count evens at 1-1. Albert is the first player in this game to reach base. Took till the bottom of the 2nd for that to happen. Jimenez awaits. Throw back to first. Back in diving is Albert. Yeah, more than likely Sawyer's not going anywhere. especially with a right knee that is not 100%. But you wouldn't know it the way he's been playing. 1-1 to Caleb. At the belt. The pitch, squaring to bunt and lays it down foul. Oh, man, if he lays it down fair, the third baseman, Rossi, was playing pretty far back. One ball and two strikes. Swung on and lifted into right field. Coming in, still coming. Now the second baseman goes out, makes the catch, throw to first, and doubled up as Albert. That was not good base running. I think Sawyer thought it was going to drop. He thought it was going to drop. And unfortunately for him, doubled up and there's two down as the play was made by Ross Phelps. Here's Tanner Ludgate. Swing and a miss out in front of the changeup. No balls and one strike. The offering. Swing and a miss. Again, out in front of the changeup. It's 0-2. Here's the wind and pitch. Swung on in line to left field for a base hit. He took that one off the ground. Holy mahungus, that pitch was closer to the ground than it was to his knees. And he just stuck the bat out and softly lined it into left. 2 base hits of the inning. That'll send up Keaton Gillick. Sometimes better to be lucky than good. But Tanner Ludgate that time created his own luck. Stretch by Hoffman. Ludgate's got speed. Throw back to first, and a good move. Applying the tag is Jackson Dingus. The pitch. Swung on, grounded, right side. That's a base hit into right field on the hit and run. Ludgate the third. And that's the third hit of the inning. Can the Bee-Diggers capitalize as Gillick goes the other way nicely? And here is Edgar Ortiz. Ortiz had a nice game yesterday. Overall, hitting 200. But yesterday was 2 for 4. The Bee-Diggers threatening in the bottom of the second. The pitch. Fastball strike on the outer half. It's 0-1. Both of these pitchers, Eicher and Hoffman, especially Hoffman, attacking the strike zone. 18 strikes and 2 balls. Sometimes you can throw too many strikes. The pitch, runner goes. Swing and a miss. And a steal of second for Gillick, no throw. And now in a tremendous hole is Ortiz. He swung at a pitch that was easily ball 1. And the offering. And the breaking ball's in the dirt. That's an outstanding block by Caden Collins. The lead runner is Ludgate at third. Gillick at second. The pitch. Fisted in the air, foul on top of the Weld Central dugout on the first base side. Boy, this would be a letdown for the Bee-Diggers if they did not score in this inning with 3 hits. It remains at 1-2. Hoffman delivers. Curveball is lifted into right center field. A long run, but the ball is going to be caught. That ball just died into the glove of Logan Hopkins, and the Bee-Diggers do not score in the bottom of the second inning. For Weld Central in the frame. Check that for the Bee-Diggers in the frame as Weld Central comes to hit in the third. No runs on 3 hits. No errors and 2 left. 0-0 on the Eastern Plains Sports Network. I'm John Beltran, live from Sunset Baseball Field. Top of the third inning. Brush nothing, Weld Central nothing. Wiley Eicher has faced 6 batters and struck out 4 of them, including 3 in a row in the second. Jackson Dingus will lead off in the third. Another right-handed hitter for Weld Central. The senior batting just 167. The pitch, up and in with a fastball. Let's see who Weld Central's beaten this year. Fort Lupton 14-3, Arvada 21-10, Ray 4-3, Englewood 11-5. Bounces that one in there 2-0. Lost to Niwot 18-0, University 19-0, and Eaton 14-0. They've been blown out in 3 games, at least 3 games by shutout. The pitch right there for a strike. Fastball at the knees. Ball 2, strike 1 to Dingus. Eicher, the senior, delivers. Fouled off to the right. Off I-76 and exit 66A in Wiggins. Visit Stubbs Gas and Oil. Gas, food, and all your travel accessories. Stubbs Gas and Oil. And the 2-2. Swing and a miss on a fastball. 4th consecutive strikeout by Eicher. And the 5th in the game. 1 out for Logan Hopkins. Weld Central's got to be thinking about this now. Nobody's making contact. 125 hitter is the junior Hopkins. Big time open stance. The pitch outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Again, Wiley's got a tremendous arm, but not known for this many strikeouts, and that fastball's low. 2nd straight hitter he's fallen behind. 2-0 to Logan Hopkins. The pitch swung on and grounded to first on 1 hop. Albert has it, steps on the bag with his right foot, 2 down. Easy play for Sawyer Albert. That ends a string of 4 consecutive strikeouts by Wiley Eicher. Here's Matthew Nelson, number 9 hitter, a senior. Hard to believe he's in a 9-hole hitting .375. That's 106 higher than the team average, 106 points higher. The pitch swung on and lifted into left center field. To his right is Hunter Proctor, closes the gap and makes the sliding catch. And it's another 1-2-3 inning for Wiley Eicher. He's retired the first 9 Weld Central Rebels. 2.5 complete. Brush nothing, Weld Central nothing on the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Stay tuned. In the bottom of the 4th inning, we'll go to Facebook Live just for 2 or 3 hitters. Hunter Proctor hitting 176. Will lead off for the Bee Diggers in a scoreless game in this 3rd inning. The Bee Diggers had 3 hits in the 2nd and did not score. A double play really hurt them. And Proctor has lots of speed if he can just get on. That would certainly help their cause to scoring in this inning with the way Eicher's throwing. I mean, he's been tough to hit. Fouled off to the right. We'll go bottom 4, and by the way, there'll be a chance for anybody either listening on air or on Facebook Live to win a free hot dog to a future home game. The breaking ball is down and away. Count is at 1 ball and 1 strike to Hunter Proctor, a senior. The pitch. That's a strike on the outer half at the knees with a fastball. Proctor last year homered in the playoffs in a regional semifinal win. The pitch, swing and a miss. Oh, he missed that badly. That was a breaking ball. That's a swing of what you think is going to be a fastball. way over that one. One down, here's Landon Mesh. Easton Hoffman picks up his second strikeout. The pitch, swung on and fouled off. I mean, if there is a weakness, I know Mesh is hitting the ball well, but if there's a weakness to his game, you're swinging at the first pitch way too many times. And that first pitch, other teams are going to get wind of that, and they're going to throw you a first pitch that's in the area, but not your pitch, and that was not his pitch. They occasionally have to take a pitch so you see a better one. And the 0-1. Swung on line. That's a base hit. See, that was much better than the first pitch. In the gap, headed towards the fence. The speedy Mesh around first. He's into second with a one-out double. See, that one hung as opposed to the first one, which was up and away. And that's the prime example there. That's why that foul ball was a blessing in disguise. And Landon Mesh at second for Ben Metlin. Let's see the Bee Diggers can score the game's first run in this bottom half of the third inning with a man at second and one down. So Mesh is 1 for 2. Ben Metlin takes a strike. On the outside corner, he grounded a short on a nifty play by Lucas Johann. Hoffman stretches, looks back. The pitch, swung on line foul, right side, just stuck out his bat on a pitch away. No balls and 2 strikes to Ben Metlin. I guess they need that ball. They've run out of balls already? Or have the other ones not come in? I mean, this is not free baseball here. Got to bring in all the baseballs that get hit foul. Or souvenir baseballs, I should say. 0-2 to Metlin. Bee Diggers do not play until Saturday morning at Tinmouth. I'll be with you at 11 a.m. Kevin Fergus will be with you next Tuesday here against Highland. The offering. Curveball is grounded up the middle. Shortstop Johann to his left. Fields fires to first for the out. And to third is Landon Mesh. 2 down. Here is Percy Odell. Odell had a rough first plate appearance. Swung and missed at a pitch in the dirt for strike 3. The first strikeout recorded by Hoffman. Pitching out of the stretch with a man at third and 2 down. The offering. Swung on and grounded right side. This is going to be a tough play by the second baseman. Fires to first, and that's going to be in time. Odell sliding into first. I'm not sure if that slowed him down. But Dingus had to get back to first with the ball hit the hole, and Phelps made the play to his left on a ball that was fisted out there, and it almost died in the dirt. That's an outstanding play. The Bee Diggers again threaten but do not score, leaving a man at third. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Let's head to the 4th inning. Brush nothing, Weld Central 0 on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Easton Hoffman leads off the 4th inning, no score. From Brush, we played just 34 minutes, nearly halfway through the pitch. Swung on and chopped third base side, and that's fair inside the line. And Ben Metlin's going to track it down. Around first is Hoffman. He's got to hold up right there. Throw back to first from the shortstop Odell, but back in easily. Standing up is Easton Hoffman. First hit for Weld Central, ending a string of 9 consecutive hitters retired by Wiley Eicher. And that's a big hit because in a 0-0 game, 1 run's going to be huge. Luke Witzel popped to Odell the first time. It's a big lead over there. Let's see if Wiley goes to first. He will not. Pitch is up and in. 1 ball and no strikes as the wind now is starting to generate some speed. There's a big hole up the middle for Witzel. The stretch and the offering. Well, that's very high, and it looks like Wiley's starting to preoccupy himself too much with a man at first. Just pitch here. Just pitch. That's where you get into trouble. You worry about the guy at first, and now you change your mechanics, and it's 2-0. That's a fastball inside, 3-0. To Luke Witzel in the top of the fourth inning. And Weld Central without a base runner till now. They might have two in a row. Hoffman's not going anywhere, and Witzel is. Nearly hit him. It's a 4-pitch walk. And I bet that Lucas Johan might be bunting here after he grounded to short his first time up. The third baseman, Ortiz, is even with the bag. This is going to be a challenging moment now for the Brush defense. The offering, and that one nearly hit him off the glove of Ludgate. To the screen, it's a wild pitch, runners advance. Now the infield has to play in. As well as Wiley was throwing the first 3 innings, as poorly as he's thrown these last 2 hitters. 1-0. Swung on and grounded on one hop to short. Odell checks third, throws to first for the out. That's an excellent defensive play. Second and third now, 1 out. Good job. Wiley coming back, knowing he had to make a pitch. There's Marcelo Rossi, struck out his first time up. Infield remains in. Not only did Odell check third, he took 2 steps towards third and then fired a laser to first. Iker ready. And the offering. That's a fastball for a strike on the outside corner. Actually took a little off it. No balls and 1 strike. The Beedinger crowd beginning to settle in. I'm sure many are inside their cars beyond the left and center field fences. It's actually 1 fence, John. And the pitch. Swung on and fouled off the end of the bat on a pitch that was tailing away. I'm not sure how the changeup would be effective with a swirling wind, but we'll find out. No balls, 2 strikes, no score, top 4, 2 on, 1 out. Iker to the plate. That is a called strike 3. I can't believe he took that pitch on the outside corner at the knees. A masterful pitch by Wiley Iker. Strikeout number 6. Pierre Stone struck out his first time up looking as well. They had second and third, nobody out. Now second and third, 2 down. The offering, up and in. Stay away from that. You don't want to load the bases. 1 ball and no strikes. Wiley ready. The pitch. Swung on and lifted to right field. To his left is Jimenez, and he makes the running catch. Excellent play out there in right field as the ball was tailing away from Jimenez. And just like that, Weld Central is kept off the board. What a job by Iker. No runs on 1 hit. No errors and 2 left. Stay tuned in the bottom of the 4th inning. We'll go Facebook Live. We'll ask a question with a chance to win a free hot dog to a future game. Brush nothing, Weld Central nothing. This is 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. We'll go Facebook Live here momentarily. Bottom of the 4th inning, no score. Brush and Weld Central. Sawyer Albert singled, but then was doubled up. And he leads off against right-hander Easton Hoffman. The pitch. Fastball, a strike on the outside corner. Hoffman has been incredible. 35 pitches, and 31 of those have been strikes. Man, you love to play behind a guy like that. The offering. Curveball fouled off the end of the bat. And I have seen this now with Brush in this game and in previous games. Some of these hitters are not picking the ball out of the pitcher's hand. They're taking swings at what they think is a different pitch, and that was the case there. Off balance, the 0-2. Curveball is lined down the left side and foul way out in front. That's a nice protective swing there by Sawyer Albert. Remains at 0-2. On deck is Caleb Jimenez. The pitch. Swung on and grounded weakly to third on a roll. Throw to first is in time. Albert got down the line quickly, but Marcelo Rossi throws him out, one down. Here's Jimenez, who had that fly ball that was caught by the second baseman, Phelps. And he got doubled up. All right, going Facebook Live right now. I'm going to ask one question here momentarily. We'll keep this for a couple of batters for a chance to win a free hot dog to a future game. That's outside with a breaking ball. We will wait until we have some tune into Facebook Live. You can win either by listening on air or on Facebook Live, the 1-0. Swung on and fouled off to the right. And we'll wait until the next hitter, Ludgate, gets up there. 1 ball and 1 strike on Caleb Jimenez. And if you're going to win a free hot dog, either send me the email swinging and missing the ball in the dirt. The email it. Oh, should have been 1 and 2. I had that as 2 strikes. Even the board said, well, all right, they've rung him up there, swing and a miss. Did I miss a pitch or did I not know how to add? 2 down. The offering to Ludgate upstairs. Okay, the first person to either comment on Facebook Live with the right answer and the first one at JOHN, John at NE, like northeastcolorado.com, John at NEcolorado.com wins a hot dog to a future game, fouled down the left side. The question is very simple. Name the only year. You get one guess. Name the only year the Brush Bee Diggers won a state baseball championship. First person at John at NEcolorado.com. First person on Facebook Live with the correct answer wins a hot dog to a future game. 1-1, check swing, grounded or first. This will conclude our Facebook Live coverage because the inning's going to end. Once again, name the year that the Bee Diggers won their only state baseball championship. Even though we conclude the Facebook Live coverage, even when we sign off here on Facebook Live, the first person, and there we go. We do have a winner. And, yep, I think I got it there from Troy. All right, we do have a winner on Facebook Live. So, yep, we've got the winner on Facebook Live. JOHN at NEcolorado.com for a second winner. And, again, we'll have a certificate for a free hot dog to a future game. So, yep, thanks for playing there. Okay, that's going to conclude our Facebook Live coverage. I won't say the answer until we get to the 5th inning. And, in fact, we're almost there. We'll just keep it right here for now because that was a quick 3 outs. No score. Brush and Weld Central. Yeah, so I will look at the time. You can't send me the email after I give out the answer. And nobody else can win on Facebook Live because we already got the correct answer from Troy O'Connor. Well, Troy gave me 1 of 2. Now, if you give me 1 of 2, the first one is the one I go with, and luckily he got that right. But again, I won't give you the answer. It's 4:45 Mountain Time. Caden Collins, and we'll have another Facebook Live coming up in the 7th inning. Struck out looking his first time up. And again, you'll get a certificate. Be a little, almost like a coupon. And we will take care of that hot dog for a future game. Not today, but for a future game. You can also email first person John at NEcolorado.com. JOHN at NEcolorado.com with the right answer wins a. We have no winners yet on that side, but we do have a winner on Facebook Live. The pitch, swing and a miss, and a fastball up and in. This is a pitcher's duel, 45 minutes in, and we're in the 5th inning. No balls and 1 strike. This has a smell of a 1-0 game, and that's a strike at the knees. Bottom of the knees, 0-2. Only 44 pitches thrown by Eicher. Both pitchers have had minor trouble. The pitch, fastball is upstairs. Eicher's got 6 strikeouts in the game, and he's facing the 6, 7, and 8 hitters in the top of the fifth inning. And the offering. Down and away. A little side armor there. It's 2-2. No runs on 4 hits for Brush. No runs, 1 hit for Weld Central. The Bee Diggers have stranded 3. Weld Central stranded 2. No errors in this game. Fouled off the end of the bat. That's the other thing that could decide a close game. If either team commits a miscue. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Caden Collins. Leading off the 5th inning, the pitch. Called strike 3. That was beautiful. Fastball in the outer half. Collins took it. Strikeout number 7. 1 down in the 5th inning for Jackson Dingus. I mean, they've taken some pitches that were clearly strikes, not borderline. And you wonder why. So here we go. Eicher to the plate. Swung on and chopped foul towards a third base dugout occupied by Brush. No balls and 1 strike. Both teams had 1 significant threat. The Bee Diggers early on in Weld Central in the 4th inning. And the offering. Swing and a miss and a sweeping breaking ball down and away. 0-2 to the number 7 hitter for the Rebels. That was pitch number 50 from Wiley Eicher. Looking for his 8th strikeout. There it is, and a fastball up and in, swing and a miss. And Dingus goes down, 2 down. And Logan Hopkins, who grounded to first, will now step in. This is a dominating performance by Wiley Eicher, but Easton Hoffman has matched him, even though he's given up 3 more hits than Eicher has. The pitch, swing, and a miss. Going with a 3/4 delivery, it's 0-1. Boy, they could use a big outing considering the Bee Diggers were on the field quite a bit yesterday in that 10-6 victory. Swing and a miss and a fastball up and in. If you've seen Eicher thrown behind the plate, he's got a rifle for an arm. He's got a strong arm. And the 0-2 up and in. That time got a little bit too tight. 1 ball and 2 strikes. He's looking to strike out the side in order for the 2nd time in the game. He did it in the 2nd. Swung on and driven in the air down the right field line. Long run along the line for Jimenez. In fair territory, makes the running catch. And it's a 1-2-3 inning again for Wiley Eicher, his 4th in the first 5 innings. This time we will head to a break. 4 1/2 innings are in the books. Brush on their home field, scoreless against the Weld Central Rebels on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. I'm Sean Beltran, live from Sunset Baseball Field in Brush. Let's head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Brush, nothing. Weld Central, nothing. Keaton Gillick had a base hit his first time up. It was a beautiful hit and run, unfortunately for Brush. They did not score in that frame. This is where the home team has the advantage. Last up's in a 0-0 game, and we're not that early in the game anymore. 9 locations across northeast Colorado and Nebraska means there's always a location close by. At Rudy's Tires, visit rudystires.com for more. Easton Hoffman with a pitch. Swung on and laced up the middle for a base hit over the second base bag. Keaton Gillick is 2 for 2. He has Brush's 5th hit of the game. Are the Bee Diggers going to play small ball? Again, this is where you have to play small ball in a 1-0 game. Whatever it takes. The courtesy runner at first will be Dylan Krob. Ortiz at 0 for 1. He popped out in his first plate appearance. Wow, that wind. Woo! Man, all of a sudden it's almost going right through me. Calm down, buddy. Calm down. The stretch by Hoffman. Two-step lead for Krob. The pitch. That's a fastball. Strike one. He's not throwing anything but strikes. That has been well established. Not even at 10 balls up to this point through 4+. And the offering scoring a bunt. And that one skips to the screen. Only the 6th ball and 46 pitches thrown by Hoffman. And the wild pitch sends Krob to second. Okay, the Beat Diggers now in business. One ball and one strike. No score in the bottom of the 5th inning. The stretch by the right-hander. The pitch. Little bit below the knees. Ball 2, strike 1. That's the first time he's thrown 2 consecutive balls. That's how much in control Hoffman has been. 2-1 to Edgar Ortiz. Looking back to pitch. That's a strike. That is a gorgeous pitch on the outer half at the knees. Very little he's thrown his center cut. 2-2. Again, nobody out in the 5th inning. Hoffman to the plate. Breaking ball is blocked in the dirt very nicely by Caden Collins. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Well, if Ortiz gets on, you know that Proctor's going to bunt because you have Mesh on deck. The stretch. And the offering. Oh, a little bit up and away, just missed. It's a walk to Ortiz. Yeah, I mean, Proctor's got a bunt here. You've got a great hitter on deck, your best hitter. You can move him to second and third, and now I think we're going to have another courtesy runner, and that's going to be River Hodgson. So Krob and Hodgson, the courtesy runners, they've got more speed. I mean, certainly Hodgson does than Ortiz. Yeah, the only worry sometimes with courtesy runners, they're not in the game. So they've got to stay sharp mentally. Well, I expect Proctor to bunt, but let's see what happens. The stretch. And the offering, squaring to bunt, and lays it down beautifully up the third base line, but it trickles foul. Oh, man. I didn't realize it had that much English. It started about 6 to 7, 8 inches fair, but it had too much side spin on it. No balls and 1 strike. You can still go with that strategy. And you don't have to make it as fine of a bunt either, especially if Krob gets a good secondary lead. No balls and 1 strike to Proctor. Runners take their leads. No score, bottom 5, nobody out. And the offering, scoring a bunt again. That one is right back to the mound, but he's got a charge. Look at third, throw, and that's going to be late. That's going to be late. No way. Hoffman should have gone to third. That'll be a fielder's choice. No air, bases loaded. I did not understand that one. That's a sacrifice. A sacrifice there for Hunter Proctor, and the bases are loaded for Landon Mesh. The offering, swung on, grounded, and third baseman throws home for the. He didn't step onto the plate. He did not step on the plate. Oh man, that was a big time error there by Collins, and Krob scores. The play was made by Rossi at third, but his foot was not on the plate. It's 1-0 Brush. Oh, a huge error, and the umpire was right there. Collins' foot was not on home plate. And the Beat Diggers grabbed the lead. The pitch, swing and a miss to Ben Metlin. You cannot make that mistake. You got to make sure that you have your, that'll be a fielder's choice. You'll give him the RBI. Well, actually, that's got to be an error on the catch of the pitch. Swung on and popped up into right center field. There's going to be a long run. Is that going to drop? No, it's going to be dropped by the right fielder. And now racing home is Hodgson. He's going to score. That'll be scored, a sac fly with an error. Weld Central getting very sloppy. It's 2-0. So that's back-to-back miscues on Weld Central. But that time we'll give Metlin an RBI on the sac fly with an error. The Bee Diggers haven't done a ton in this inning, but they'll take it. And the ball was dropped. In right field by Logan Hopkins. Weld Central with back-to-back miscues. Here's Percy Odell. Struck out and grounded out. Those are basic plays. Rossi literally on the ground ball by Mesh threw home an easy force. And Collins did not have his foot on home plate. Then he threw to first. Wind and pitch. That's a fastball for a strike. Man, poor Easton Hoffman. You got to feel bad for him. Those 2 runs are unearned. Bases remain loaded. And the offering. Curveball is outside. Keaton Gillick did start it off with a base hit. But you should have had back-to-back outs there. The pitch. That's a strike at the knees with a fastball. Let's see if Odell can deliver. The Bee Diggers really haven't fully earned these 2 runs, but you know what? Mistakes are part of the game. The offering. Swung on and grounded to short. The play's going to be at the plate, and foot on the bag that time. Throw to first is high. And the play was made by the shortstop, Joe Handers, 1 out. That goes 6-2. That time, a legitimate throw to home with the foot on the plate. 1 out for Sawyer Albert. The Bee Diggers, keep in mind, only have 1 hit in the inning. They benefited from a walk and then a fielder's choice on Hoffman's decision to go to third. Albert at 1 for 2. Well, you got to score more than 2 runs in this frame. The pitch, curveball, strike 1. Again, the bases remained loaded with 1 out in a very sloppy inning for the visiting team. How about one big Albert swing to blow it away? Fouled. Third base side on the pitch down in the zone. 0-2. 51 strikes, 10 balls thrown by Easton Hoffman. Albert awaiting the pitch. 0-2. Swing and a miss. He got fooled badly on a pitch in the dirt and can't take off. First base is occupied. Man, was he fooled. He struck out and is now 1 for 3. Easton Hoffman now with 4 strikeouts in a game. Can Caleb Jimenez come through? I mean, you've got a 2-0 lead, but these are 2 runs that were given to you. A pop out and a strikeout for Caleb. The pitch, swung on and fouled. Jammed down the left side. No balls and 1 strike. If you don't take advantage of this and Weld Central threatens, you're going to remember this inning for not tacking on additional runs. The offering. Curveball is up and in. 1 ball and 1 strike. Just past 5 o'clock. This is 10-10. KSIR, Brush, Fort Morgan, Weldona. And the offering. Check swing foul. That would have been ball 2. That was nowhere near the strike zone. Tough to say that about Easton Hoffman. His strike-to-ball ratio is almost 5-1. That's unheard of this deep into the game. Watch for a breaking ball, perhaps at a 1-2. The offering. There's the breaking ball upstairs. It barely missed, too. Hoffman jumping up and down a little bit, thinking he might have had it, but it was a little high. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Caleb Jimenez. The pitch. Swung on and lifted down the left side, foul territory, long run, out of play. Stays at 2-2. Again, the Bee Diggers out in front of those changeups. And your run scored on an error by the catcher and a drop fly ball in right. Awaiting the 2-2. Here it is. Swing and a miss on a changeup down and away. And Caleb Jimenez strikes out for the second consecutive time. The Bee Diggers get on the board, but boy, did they benefit. 2 runs on just 1 hit. 2 errors, and the bases were left loaded. To the 6th inning in 1 minute. The Bee Diggers lead Weld Central 2-0 on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. We begin the 6th inning. The pitch up and in to Matthew Nelson, 9-1-2. Wiley Eicher's working on a 1-hitter. Brush leads Weld Central 2-0. The offering. Popped up foul territory left side out of play. Eicher got some help there. That would have been 2-0. 8 strikeouts for Wiley. 1 ball and 1 strike. Nelson popped to center his first time up, and he swings and drives it into left field. And coming on and playing it on 1 hop is Ben Metlin. It's a base hit. Weld Central has 2 hits in the game. Hung the changeup that time. Easton Hoffman struck out and singled again. You're going to remember the bottom of the 5th inning of the Bee Diggers. Don't hold this 2-0 lead because they squandered an opportunity to extend the advantage. Hoffman had the base hit in the 4th inning. Eicher chest level. The offering nearly hit him with a fastball. 1 ball and no strikes to Easton Hoffman. 6 outs away. This won't be easy. Nelson 3-step lead. Eicher to the plate. Fouled. He jammed him with a changeup, and the count levels at 1-1. Pitch count is not an issue for either pitcher. Eicher has thrown 60 pitches, and Hoffman at 68. They will both go the distance unless they get into trouble or it goes extras. 1-1. The pitch. That is a strike on the outside corner with a fastball. Bottom of the zone. 1-2. Got to navigate through this part of the lineup. This is the stronger part, the top 4 hitters. As your 9-hitter just got on, but Nelson's been having a good year at the plate. Not a typical 9-hitter. Throw back to first and off the glove of Albert. He's got to chase that down. I'm a little concerned there about Sawyer with that glove. There was a perfect throw from Mesh yesterday that he dropped, and he dropped that one. I mean, is he just not squeezing it, or is the glove deficient? Because those are easy. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The stretch. The pitch. Swung on and lifted deep into left field. Going back is Metlin towards the fence. It's over his head. It's up against the bottom of the fence. Racing to third is Nelson. He'll stay right there. And it's a double for Easton Hoffman, and Weld Central threatening again. They had second and third and nobody out earlier in this game and did not score. But now you've got 2 straight hits against Eicher and 3 in the game. And that ball was tagged. And again, maybe on a bigger field, that's an out. But you've got to play shallow because it's only 300 down the line. Wetzel has popped out and walked. The Bee Diggers leading 2-0 will play the infield in. It worked the first time. It's really tough for that to work out twice. Eicher ready to the plate. And a check swing, but he went through. On the inside corner at the knees. I think it might have been a ball, but he did commit. A pop out and a walk for Witzel. Temperature feels like it's dropping. We're at 56, feels like 53. The pitch bounces it in there. Nice stab by Tanner Ludgate. And the count evens at 1-1. At third is Nelson. Hoffman at second. To the plate. Up and in. 2-1. With nobody out in the top of the 6th inning. The pitch popped up, foul territory, and that one's headed out of play on the third base side. 2-2. Now, if Wiley can go with that changeup or something down and away, he does have 8 strikeouts. If he can throw something nasty or elevate a fastball outside of the zone. 2-2. The offering. Swing and a miss and a breaking ball, but that one gets away. Ludgate to the plate, and now Eicher's going to run and tag the runner coming from third. The strikeout is recorded. The hitter gets to first, but for some reason, Nelson took off for the plate. Eicher covering, and then he ran him down the third baseline and applied the tag. There's 1 out. So it still goes as a strikeout. And it's still an out because of the lead base runner at third. Wow, that was crazy. So that'll go 2-1 with Ludgate throwing to Eicher. To third is Hoffman. Here's Lucas Johan. He's grounded to short twice. The Bee Diggers are keeping the infield back. I'm surprised by this. They always play in with less than 2 outs because it's going to be tough to turn a double play today. The stretch, and Witzel more than likely will take off for second. And, oh, he just committed a balk, I think. Eicher just committed a balk because time was not called. That's going to score a run. Are they going to keep him at third? Let's see. I mean, time was not called. Eicher might get a reprieve here. If the umpire does not call time, even though the hitter requests time, you've got to follow through with the delivery, but the home plate umpire, I think, is going to rule something differently in favor of the Bee Diggers. So instead of 2-1, runners remain at first and third, and just a stoppage in play. That's a huge call for Brush because the home plate umpire sent Hoffman back to third. Yeah, I think if you go with the letter of the law, that should have been a balk. Unless the umpire stopped play himself, which I did not see him do. I did not see him stop play, at least until after Eicher stopped his motion, but apparently that's the ruling, so the Bee Diggers will take it. Here we go. Lucas Johan will now hit. Brush 2, Weld Central nothing. First and third, 1 out, top of the 6th inning. The stretch by Eicher. Looking in and the offering. Fastball, strike outside corner at the knees. Has been spotting that all game long, as has Hoffman. 0-1. Can the Bee Diggers pull off another trick and hold Weld Central off the board? The stretch. The pitch. Fouled up the third base side. 0-2. Well, Wiley does have 8 strikeouts. I've documented that before. Can he come up with another one? 0-2 on Lucas Johan with Rossi on deck. Oh, this would be so sweet if he can pick it up on pitch number 70. Here it is. Swing and a miss and a curveball. Wiley was about to hop off the mound into the dugout. There's 2 down. He got a little bit too anxious there. Luckily, he stopped himself. What a strikeout by Wiley Eicher, a nasty breaking ball. But you're not done yet. Marcelo Rossi has struck out swinging and looking. He's overdue. 0-2. 9 strikeouts for the senior Eicher. Allowing 2 of his 3 hits in the inning. Throw back to first, and it's off the glove of Albert. Runner breaks for the plate to throw, and he's in there. Part of that is on Eicher. I don't know why you even throw to first. Albert, that's going to be an error, though, on Albert. That's an error on Albert. But again, why throw over there? If you get the batter, who cares about the base runner? I've said that ad infinitum over the years. Now it's 2-1. I mean, you just threw over there when Albert could not squeeze at the time before. And there's a weakness over there with Sawyer Albert. He's a nice big target, but we've seen 3 drops of balls right in his glove the last 2 days. And that's why you've got to make it easier on your first baseman. The pitch, runner going, swing and a miss. Throw to second, the tag, and no, the ball is dropped. That's another problem. Odell had a drop yesterday applying a swipe tag, and that one had a chance to get the runner. You got to squeeze it first, guys. No balls and 1 strike. Now the Bee Diggers are getting sloppy. Can't get that sloppy if you're Brush. This is a critical game to go over 500. The pitch nearly hit him. 1 ball and 1 strike. Oh, you just know the potential of this team. You just don't want to give a run away like they just did. Because Weld Central can say that they cost themselves a run earlier with a base running miscue. The offering. Swung on and laced into left center field. To his left is Metlin. He makes the grab. Nice job of Ben Metlin closing the gap on the line drive. And Weld Central is limited to a run. But again, it's an unearned run. We have not had an earned run scored in the game. 1 run on 2 hits. There was a monumental error and 1 left. 5 1/2 innings have been played from Sunset Baseball Field in Brush. It's an excellent game. The Bee Diggers have a 2-1 lead on the Weld Central Rebels on the Eastern Plains Sports Network. I'm John Beltran. A classic pitching matchup so far between Wiley Eicher of Brush and Easton Hoffman of Weld Central. The Bee Diggers do have the lead at 2-1. Neither pitcher has given up an earned run because of miscues committed by both sides. Weld Central had 2 errors. In the bottom of the 5th inning, the Bee Diggers committed 1 in the 6th. Now in the bottom of the 6th, Tanner Ludgate singled and grounded out. 1 for 2, 6, 7, and 8 against Hoffman. The pitch, fastball is high. Let's tack on a run here. Let's get that run back and close it out in the 7th. Take the pressure off Eicher, who's got 9 strikeouts in the game. The pitch, that's short-armed. Only the 2nd time in the game that Hoffman has thrown back-to-back balls. A 4-1 strike-to-ball ratio, 56 strikes and 14 balls for Easton Hoffman. 2-0. Swing and a miss on a changeup. It's a good-looking changeup, too. I mean, it looks like it's a meatball, and the Bee Diggers are out in front or swinging underneath the pitch. And the offering fouled off to the right. Ball 2, strike 2. I got to look at Hoffman's numbers going in. I mean, they've lost a lot of one-sided games, but he's got good stuff. The pitch, swing and a pop-up foul territory, out of play in a slow curve. Yeah, Hoffman 2-2 and a 3.71 ERA. He's by far their best pitcher, by far. He's got really good stuff. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the opening hit of the bottom of the 6th. The pitch in the dirt with a curveball. Hoffman has only recorded 5 strikeouts, and he's walked 1. That was Edgar Ortiz, and that hurt him in the 2-run 5th inning. The pitch, check swing foul off to the right. Count remains at 3-2 to Tanner Ludgate. And Keaton Gillick on deck is 2 for 2. The pitch, swung on, grounded left side, going to be a tough play. Johan's going to throw, but for no reason. An infield hit. That ball was hitting the hole. And Ludgate is 2 for 3. You're not going to throw him out. Perfectly placed by Ludgate. Now here's the thing with Gillick. He's got 2 base hits, but do you bunt Ludgate over? Quite frankly, I say no. Only because of the way Gillick has hit this game. Normally you would. But the way he's hit this game, if you bunt it down the third base side. The stretch and the offering. In the dirt with a changeup. 1 ball and no strikes. To Keaton Gillick. The wind has died down, thank goodness. We'll go to Facebook Live in the 7th. With the Bay Diggers having a chance to wrap it up. The offering runner going. That's inside. No throw to second. Stolen base sliding head first for Tanner Ludgate. All right, the Bee Diggers are in business for the insurance run. 2-0 to Keaton Gillick. The stretch. And the offering. Swung on, grounded into left field for a base hit. Ludgate is going to step on third. They're going to send him to the plate. The throw's going to go all the way through. He's in there, and the ball gets away. Gillick the second of the throw. He's headed for third. Now he goes back to second, and that's a smart decision by Gillick. And the Bay Diggers lead 3-1. And Gillick has been the offensive stud in this game at 3 for 3. And Gillick will get a courtesy runner now. By the way, 1991 was the correct answer. When the Bee Diggers won their only state championship, they beat Eaton. I believe it was 11-1. I could be wrong, or 13-1. Maybe, yeah, 13-1, I believe, was the final score in 1991. Looks like Eicher himself. Is that a number 1? Is a courtesy runner? I thought I saw that, yeah. All right, so here's Ortiz. Just as I said the wind was dying down, now it's getting cold and kicking up again. We'll have a short post-game show. Not too much to recap on the offensive end unless the Bee Diggers explode in this bottom of the 6th inning with a 3-1 lead. Again, I'll be back with you on Saturday morning, 11 o'clock from Tinmouth, when the Bee Diggers take on the Cubs, hopefully going for their 4th consecutive win, but they've got to wrap it up here against Weld Central, 1 across. In this bottom of the 6th inning, Edgar Ortiz has popped out and walked. The pitch, fastball outside. 1 ball and no strikes. That's a critical run for the Bee Diggers, looking for another one. Proctor is on deck, and then Mesh, so you got lots of speed behind this hitter. The offering. Down and away with a curveball. Pitch number 81. Hoffman now starting to rack up pitches. 2 balls, no strikes. The Bee Diggers scored 2 in the 5th. Both teams with a run in the 6th. Off of second is Eicher. The pitch. That one clipped him. Yep, it got him. Might have got a piece of the left wrist, and we might have a pitching change. We could have a pitching change in the bottom of the 6th inning, with the Bee Diggers holding a 3-1 lead. Now, all of a sudden, Hoffman, I don't want to say has lost it, but I mean, a form of that for sure. Not as sharp as he was in the first 5 innings. But he's got so many pitches left. He's only up to 82. You can throw up to 110 if you've got at least 3 days rest. And this would be Brush's last at bat if they hold on. So Hoffman will stay out there. I'm not sure they had a better option. He's such a good pitcher. Proctor has struck out swinging and then hit into a fielder's choice. Actually, that was a bunt. We're going to say that's 0 for 1. That was a bunt. It would have been a sacrifice bunt. That's exactly what he did. For some reason, Hoffman went to third when they had to play at first to get Proctor. Well, I wouldn't surprise it. He got a bunt again, I would think. He got Mesh on deck. And he had an excellent bunt last time up. He's going to bunt again. And he missed it. And was the ball foul? No, he missed it altogether. He just missed it into third. Is Wiley Eicher. No balls and 1 strike. It was not tipped to the plate. Eicher took Took off. No balls, one strike. Let's see if the trail runner, Ortiz, goes. He does not. And that one's bunted third base side, fielded by Hoffman. Throw to first. Eicher takes off of the plate. The out's recorded, and he slides in safely. And the Beat Diggers lead 4-1. We're going to give Proctor, well, you can't score the RBI because he didn't take off from third until the throw was made to first. Although a very nice bunt for Hunter Proctor. One down for Landon Mesh. But again, helping his own cause scoring was Eicher. Mesh is 1 for 3 in the game. Shouldn't that be 4-1 on the board? Let's see. Yeah, 4-1. The stretch and the offering. Curveball is upstairs. 4-1 should be the score. 4-1. One ball and no strikes. And the offering. Swung on, grounded foul off the end of the bat, third base side. And the count levels at 1-1 to Landon Mesh. With only one out in a ferocious wind now. Mesh awaits the pitch. Here it is. Swung on and driven in the air into right center field. That one might find a gap to his right. And playing it on a hop. It's a base hit for Mesh. Late jump for Ortiz. He gets to third. Logan Hopkins couldn't make the catch. He just found a gap out there. That was a long fly ball, a makeable play. Here's Ben Metlin. 2 ground outs and a sac fly on a ball that was dropped by Hopkins. And now this is getting unpleasant out here. You almost want to take the field and get out of here. It's getting real unpleasant. The sun is out, but man, is it cold and windy. We'll try to go to Facebook Live in the top of the 7th. Pitch is low, no throw, stolen base for Landon Mesh. 1 ball and no strikes. This game was moving along swiftly. Hoffman to the plate. Breaking ball down and away. 1-1 to Ben Metlin. Check that. Should be 2-0. 2-0 to Metlin. The offering. Swung on, grounded to the second baseman. Looking to third, throwing to first for the out. Runners back to third and second on the play made by Ross Phelps. 2 down. 2 down for Percy Odell. 0 for 3. A strikeout and 2 groundouts. One being a fielder's choice. The infield plays back. Hoffman ready. And the pitch. Breaking ball is upstairs. 1 ball and no strikes on pitch number 91. And you go up 6-1 here, and that would really damage Weld Central's chances. 1-0. Fisted foul at the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. This game was scoreless until the bottom of the 5th inning when the Beat Diggers tallied 2 runs. Weld Central and a Beat Digger miscue came back and scored a run in the top of the 6th. The Beat Digger runs in this inning are earned. These are the first earned runs allowed by either pitcher. The offering. Curveball is way outside. Ball 2, strike 1. To Percy Odell. Laying down the sign is Caden Collins. The offering. Foul to the backstop. 2-2, but these are 2 critical runs for Brush. Talk about taking a monkey off the back of your pitcher with that 3-run cushion. There's no such thing as a 1-run cushion. 2-2 pitch. Swung on, grounded weakly to short. That's going to be a long throw for Johan to first. That's going to be late, and it skips away, and a second run's going to score. Odell to second. It's 6-1, an RBI single, and an error on the shortstop, Johan, as that throw took a wild hop and went over the first baseman Dinges' glove. But give Percy Odell an RBI single, 1 RBI. Second run scoring in the air. Albert to second. We're going to have a pitching change now with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th inning. With the score, Brush 6, Weld Central 1 on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Luke Witzel is now the pitcher for Weld Central. He faced Sawyer Albert, who was 1 for 3 in the game. Witzel 0-1, the freshman with a 16.58 ERA. Runner at second. The Bee Diggers have 4 across in the inning. The pitch. Low, 1 ball and no strikes. A single, a ground out, and a strikeout for the Bee Digger first baseman. And the offering. Swing and a miss on the off speed. Man, that would look like a sinker. Count levels at 1-1. Here to Sawyer Albert. Looked like Hoffman went to third. The pitch. Swing and a miss through the fastball right by him. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Yeah, if you're Brush, not that you want Albert to be retired here, but you just want to get these 3 outs. The weather, some clouds overhead don't look pretty, but the sun is also out. It's kind of a mix. The pitch runner goes up and away, throw to third. It's going to be late. It's a stolen base for Odell. And 2-2 on Sawyer Albert. Yeah, that's why with these clouds hanging out, you just want to get out of here. As this game gets delayed. And I don't think that'll happen. Swung on and grounded left side. Nice play over at third. That's Hoffman. Throws to first for the out. And the Bee Diggers are retired in the bottom of the 6th inning. But 4 runs come across on 4 hits. 1 error and 1 left. Let's head to the 7th. 3 outs away from their 3rd consecutive win. It's Brush 6, Weld Central 1. This is 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Pierce Stone will lead off, followed by Caden Collins. See if we go to Facebook Live here in the 7th, at least for the last part of it. The pitch. Strike at the knees. He's 0 for 2. The Bee Diggers lead 6-1. Eicher struck out 10. Breaking ball swung on, grounded slowly. Left side charging is Odell. He'll fire to first low and late. And the ball is off the glove of Albert. That's a base hit either way. Base hit on the slow roller. Fourth hit of the game for Weld Central. That'll bring up Caden Collins. And again, you don't have to worry too much about that runner. You get these hitters and you're fine. Collins has struck out twice. 75 pitches deep as Eicher. The stretch and the offering. Strike, fastball in the outer half, belt high, it's 0-1. Yeah, the base runners with a 1 or 2 run lead matter, but not with a 5-run lead. The stretch and the offering. Swung on and popped up. Foul territory, and that was playable. And the catch is made up against the fence by Ludgate. Holy mahungus. What a play by Ludgate. I mean, I would have had it. I was right here. It was going to be either Ludgate or me. But what a play up against the fence. Right in front of us, and there's 1 down. Here's Dinges, who struck out twice. That's an outstanding play by the senior catcher, Tanner Ludgate. Breaking balls up and in. 1 ball and no strikes. Logan Hopkins is on deck. The stretch and the offering. That's a fastball for a strike up in the zone, letter high. And the count evens at 1-1. If Weld Central does not rally, they would drop to 4-7. The Bee Diggers trying to go over 500. Lead over at first. The pitch swung on and lined and off the glove of Albert into right field. And the ball continues to roll there towards Jimenez. The throw to third is going all the way through. The tag and safe. Safe over at third is Stone. It's a base hit. That's 2 hits in the inning for Weld Central. They've got 5 in the game. As Dingus came through, here's Logan Hopkins. Grounded out and popped out. Albert nearly made a splendid play at first base. Once we get to 2 outs, we'll go to Facebook Live. Again, no worries about. And now we're going to have a courtesy runner. Let's see, we get the courtesy runner over there. Aiden Grenier. All right, let's get out of here in like 2 or 3 minutes. Let's get this thing over with. 6-1, first and third. 1 out in the 7th. Advanced Agro Solutions post-game show is upcoming. The pitch swung on line towards right field. Jimenez right there. There's going to be a double play. The throw to first, and it's scooped up by Albert. Oh, man. Grenier took off. Jimenez made the catch. And Grenier was 10 steps off the bag. It's a double play. I'm sorry we didn't get to Facebook Live. I did not expect a double play like that to end the game. But that's indeed what happened, and the Bee Diggers win the game 6-1. Advanced Agro Solutions get a full plan of seed, food, and water. They sponsor the post-game show. Call 970-571-2024. Call Dusty or Roxy. Advanced Agro Solutions. 6 runs, 9 hits, 1 error, 7 left on base for Brush. 1 run, 5 hits, 3 errors, 4 left on base for Weld Central. Wiley Eicher goes the distance, striking out 10. And just as impressive for Eicher, he walked just 1 hitter. Easton Hoffman took the loss. Time of the game, 1 hour and 40 minutes. Neither team scored until the Bee Diggers took advantage of 2 errors. In the bottom of the 5th inning, Mesh hit a grounder to third. They came to the plate for a force, but the catcher Collins did not have his foot on the plate, which would have eliminated the runner. And then Ben Metlin hit a fly ball that was dropped in right field. So 2 runs scored like that. The Bee Diggers made an error in the top of the 6th, making it 2-1. But back came Brush in the bottom of the 6th inning. Keaton Gillick with an RBI single. He was the star with 3 hits. Hunter Proctor with a ground out as Eicher scored. And then Ben Metlin, check that, after Metlin's at bat, Percy Odell had an RBI single. 2nd run scored on an error. Weld Central drops to 0-4 in league play and 4-7 overall. The Bee Diggers are 2-2 in the league and 5-4 on the season. Bee Diggers back in action coming up Saturday morning, 11 o'clock in Tinmouth. And we'll have the game right here on 1010 KSIR. All right, enjoy the rest of your evening. We will talk once again on Saturday morning at 11 o'clock when the Bee Diggers go for their 4th consecutive victory against the Tinmouth Cubs. I'm John Beltran. The final score, another big victory for the Bee Diggers from Sunset Field and Brush. Brush 6, Weld Central 1. You've been listening to Brush Bee Digger Baseball on 1010 KSIR and the Eastern Plains Sports Network.